My name is Chris Gorney. I live in Las Vegas, Nevada.
I grew up in Oklahoma, and my dad was like really into the outdoors and fishing and hunting. So I spent a lot of time as a kid like on lakes, going fishing, and I got my undergrad degree at the University of Montana in Missoula. And I spent 7 years in Missoula, and I fell in love with mountain biking and snowboarding, and that was really my introduction to the mountains. I moved to Vegas. I had fallen out of the routine of, being in the outdoors, and I started living a really unhealthy lifestyle. In 2014, I had a real spiritual awakening where I started getting these messages that I needed to go out into the outdoors and just find, I needed to find myself, really. And so I knew Red Rock was here. I had come out here and hiked a handful of times, but I didn't really know the magnitude of these mountains and how amazing it was out here. Mountains and these canyons just provide like such an amazing playground. I just really quickly fell in love with the outdoors. Life just started getting better. Nowadays we get this sense with like social media and stuff that to have an adventure you have to go be in this like big spectacular place, but really you can take on adventure right out of your front door. You can step out the front door and adventure can start right there. And I was like, oh man, I can just hop on my bike and ride out to the trailhead, and then I can lock up the bike and go running from there. It made what would be just like a simple trail run turn into more of a bigger adventure. As I got more into trail and ultra running and running long distances, start to turn up the training volume, your legs and your feet just get hammered. I realized that cycling was a really great way to support the trail running, because you get on the bike and you still get all the cardio workout, but your legs and your feet in particular don't get as hammered by all the terrain. And so honestly, the impetus for the Dirt and Vert Tour was the Poseidon Redwood. And I put together a 10-day trip where I rode the Poseidon Redwood for 10 days. And I was just out there in Owens Valley, riding the bike from trail to trailhead. And I would camp out, set up camp for the night, have dinner, wake up in the morning. I'd go for a big run in the mountains, come back to the bike, refuel, and ride to the next trailhead. 9 days, 200 miles on the bike, 100 miles on foot with 44,000 feet of vertical gain. I called it the Dirt and Vert Tour because I was sleeping in the dirt and I was getting as much vert as I could every single day, human powered. Red Rock's become like a spiritual place. I love coming out here in the mornings. Seeing the sunrise out here in Red Rock is like no other. The way that the sun hits the sandstone first thing in the mornings, it just lights up. When you go in the big mountains, they call it the alpenglow, where the light just first hits the mountains and they start to glow. I call it the Mojave glow here in the desert. I feel it's my duty to share it with other people, because if I didn't, I would feel selfish. I would feel like I'm keeping all this to myself, when really, I want everybody to feel what I feel out here. I want everybody to feel the connection and the sense of magnitude and the beauty, that I get from this place. And the only way for me to enjoy it in its full capacity is to share it with other people, because if you get half of what I get out of it, then your life's gonna be better too.